Hello everybody, it's me, KristianNox. Dr.KristianNox to you. Yes, I'm sorry to feel bad, and thank you for all the good well wishes that you guys didn't send me. But I know you mean well. I'm with a special guest. You want to say hello?
What's up, YouTubers? ReptileAssassin here. You might have watched one of my videos, but if you haven't, can't really blame you. They only have like 30 views apiece. Eventually it'll pick up.
Yeah, also too, because I like your videos.
Thanks.
So let's get this interview started. How do you get into Assassin's Creed in general?
It was several years ago near the holiday shopping season, and I had just happened to see an advertisement for the Assassin's Creed Brotherhood DLC character, the Pelican. And I ended up watching a clip of the multiplayer from that, and I saw that it could cater to a lot of different kinds of playing styles for stealthy, running, doing all kinds of stuff involving brain games, and I figured I would give it a shot, so I picked up Assassin's Creed Brotherhood just for the multiplayer.
Ah, nice. So that's how you got into Assassin's Creed in general, because of the Heliclip commercial.
Yep, which is ironically one of my least favorite characters because it's just so goofy.
Do you have any favorite storyline characters?
Not really. Like I said before, the single player was kind of like an added bonus because I mainly got the game for the multiplayer. But in the storyline, there really isn't that many characters to like because except for Ezio and Altair, they all tend to die off kind of fast.
Yeah.
So I would have to say Ezio on this one. He just has that slick voice and the accent and the social class. So Ezio for me.
Who doesn't? He's Italian. Everybody loves Italians.
It's me, Mario. Dad.
How do you get into the multiplayer in general besides the commercial that you saw?
I started off playing a couple of games, and for quite a while I really did not see any high-level players to learn from, which was kind of good for me because I could gradually test out abilities and see what did not work and what did. And eventually I started developing my own style, and it sounds a bit boastful, but right off the bat, I saw how cheap Smoke Bomb was and steered clear from it because I saw all the BS people were pulling with it. So right off the starting gate from my Assassin's Creed multiplayer experience, I steered clear of Smoke Bomb. You will never see me use one unless I am in a lobby full of everyone else doing it, and it's impossible for me to move.
I get what you mean. It's like people love to smoke.
Yep.
Really, So do you have any favorite personas?
For Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, I always tried to get the Doctor first. And if I could not get the Doctor, I would take either the Prowler or the Barber. And
nice.
I actually mixed up my Assassin's Creed Brotherhood Doctor because I would put on the different colors, the red, white, yellow, with the costume 3, so it really made the yellow stand out a lot more when he had that large stripe going down his back. So it looked pretty good, even if I wasn't using the last color.
Nice. Really nice, because the Doctor is my favorite overall.
Yeah.
I gotta pick him because when I started playing the beta, I picked the Doctor. I fell in love with him instantly.
Yeah.
So.
And in Assassin's Creed Revelations, I go for either the Deacon or the Doctor.
So wait, you from the UK?
No, I'm from the United States. I am actually in Florida.
Oh, okay. No, because usually the UK get the Doctor until until we got the
DLC.
The Lost Archive DLC.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I bought it. To be honest, just to get my Doctor back.
I'm actually in the same boat.
I don't like the white, but I just kind of wish you could customize them. But Ubisoft said no, we can't customize them. So yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying. I mainly like the Deacon because my gamer tag is ReptileAssassin, and I like reptiles, obviously. And the Deacon, for his Costume 1, has what looks to me like a cobra sign on his chest, and it fits me perfectly. So I leave his Costume 1 on for at least the chest portion.
Yeah. That sounds cool, man. So, like, what's your favorite abilities overall?
Poison, Morph, and Disguise have always been my go-to abilities, and I almost never use anything else unless I'm in a lobby full of roofers or runners.
Well, same here, because I mostly play Deathmatch on ACR, so I never stopped using Disguise, Morph, and Poison. Just like in Wanted, I just use, like, Disguise, Poison, Morph, and Wanted.
Yeah, I also used to use Bodyguard, and if I ever play Corrupted, I still do. But it started to not work as well because people will just rush at you, or they'll know to stun the Bodyguard. So it worked well for a while, but it's just not that useful anymore unless you're in Manhunt.
You still get like the consecutive kill animation when you stun the same time that the Bodyguard stuns you.
Yes, you have to actually beat the Bodyguard to the punch, which is not that hard, because the main flaw of the Bodyguard is that they actually, almost every single time, walk past your pursuer and then turn around and try to hit them. So if you just walk up to a Bodyguard, you can sock him one in the face with no challenge at all. I'm hoping if Bodyguard comes back for AC3 that they change that.
I'm not like a big fan of, you know, like people are being lazy with the stuns, but whatever floats their boat. That's in my opinion, because like I learned things the hard way, really.
Yeah.
Like in ACB, I learned things the hard way. I admit, in the beta, I just kill whoever I see until like I kept on playing. I know now I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. I'm just glad they changed the way charge worked, because in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, it was pretty much as bad as Smoke Bomb with their auto-aim. So they took that away in Revelation, so it's bearable now, especially since it still has the massive recharge time.
Yeah, still, like I still kind of hate, you know, like they could debuff the auto kill.
Yeah.
In my opinion, but whoever floats their boat.
Yeah, and you don't see charge that often either. You almost never.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't see it that often, like in Brotherhood.
So that's a good sign of balance if people don't really use it much.
Yeah, that's true. What would you like to see in Assassin's Creed 3?
Well, I've actually devoted some time on certain forums making a list of changes I would want to see. But to keep it short, I would like to see some kind of trap for hay bales, like I called it a tack, where you would jump in a hay bale and then you would use it, and then you could stand by the hay bale, and you could play with your pursuer's head, because if they do a single hay bale check, they would be affected with an effect similar to throwing knives, and you could use that opportunity to go for an uncontested stun or run away. And then, even if you didn't have a tack, they would be constantly aware of you possibly using one. So that's an ability that could work very well with mind games, especially in combination with throwing knives. But overall, I just want to see Smoke Bomb either hit the dirt completely or have the actual mechanics of it changed. Because it is completely dominating the game right now. And increasing the cooldown for it is not enough, because then you have reset cooldowns. In Manhunt, it would still make the game completely unplayable. The actual mechanics of Smoke Bomb need to be hit.
This is true. This is so true. But like in my opinion, you know, I keep preaching about this. If you have Incognito, if you work to it, it should negate consecutive kills. Like I keep preaching that. I don't know why. It's just like I kind of miss like the Brotherhood counter stun, but it's not really counter stunning. It's just like lag, really.
Yeah.
If you get what I mean. I just missed that.
I'm not entirely familiar with what you mean, but I can get the gist of it. Just improved connections.
Yeah. Do you want to talk a little bit about yourself?
Well, I actually got an Xbox 360 for Halo 3, because I went over to my friend's house and played it, and it just entranced me. So I got an Xbox for Halo 3, played that for 3 years, got into Virtua Fighter, and then Soul Calibur, and Call of Duty, and Assassin's Creed followed shortly after that. And I just basically, I most of the time play to win. I don't resort to cheap tactics to do so, because I have a bit of an honor system. But for the most part, I do not goof around in games.
No, you got the honor system like I do too. I like to play fair. Like, for example, you know how Assassin's Creed Brotherhood in Alliance you could stun lock?
Yes, that is why I never played it.
In Alliance, I play Alliance still with a friend of mine. I don't stun lock at all. I do stun, don't get me wrong, it's like I don't stun lock them
Yeah,
at all.
you don't stand there and just keep flip-flopping on target.
Yeah. Because 1 is boring, 2 is unfair because like your pursuers is like laying there as you're fishing for your targets, which is a good tactic, but overall, like, is that really fair as a competitive wise game? No, it's not fair. Overall, it's overall cheap and just stupid in my opinion.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about your YouTube?
My YouTube channel is a combination of videos from the games that I am currently playing. I have some videos from Assassin's Creed Revelations, a couple from Soul Calibur 5, one from Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I'll do a whole bunch of videos on different games depending on what I feel like doing, and I look at how many views that video gets, and if the demand for it is really, really low, I don't bother with any more. So
right.
if people want to keep seeing videos for a certain game on my channel, they need to help keep the view count for it up.
Yeah, that's going to be hard after a while, though.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
For instance, I did a video on Trials Evolution. It's an arcade game, and it got 3 views across 3 weeks, so definitely not wasting any more time on that one.
Cross that my checklist.
Yeah.
Are you part of any creed?
No, I am not. I used to try the whole clan thing, and I tried leading about 4 of them, but none of them ever took off. After 2 years, there were still like 3 people, myself included, bothering with the forums, and nobody ever did anything. So clans aren't really my thing. I'm more of a lone wolfer.
Mm. You mean the lone reptile?
I'm sorry?
You mean the lone reptile?
Yeah.
There you go. Do you want to give any shoutouts?
To Zero, most of you would probably know who he is right off the bat. And the Dragon Mark, who is assisting with the dual YouTube exposure. I have helped him with his improvement in the multiplayer. I have given him some tricks that he mentions occasionally, like my poison trick where you self-intercept for more points. And both Zero and the Dragon Mark are pretty good players, and it's fun to play with them. And all 3 of us have kind of a routine going with YouTube videos. We pretty much dominate the GameFAQs boards, along with Rushdown, even though he never even plays anymore, as far as I can tell.
Right. All those guys are great guys, especially Dragon. I watch his videos still.
Yeah.
This is like because I like his little series that like he gets drunk, that he starts playing and he describes like how drunk he is. I just find that funny.
Yeah.
Oh, those are dragons for you. They don't care.
There was one game I was playing with him when he had hurt his ribs, and we had not been recording it, so it's not on YouTube anywhere, but I actually got a contested kill, and he was walking by me, and my character was holding his sides and shaking his head and going, oh, and I'm like, hey, look, I'm John.
Insult to injury. Okay. What will we see in your YouTube in the future?
I might do some more Soul Calibur 5 videos for different characters. So far, all of it is for Aeon. But I'm also actually working with the Dragon Marked on what might end up being a series right now, where it does a split screen, and it shows me on one side and him on another, and it actually shows both of our gameplay screens at the same time. And the way we're going to try to do it is I will send the file to him with his game audio, and he can do his side of the commentary, and then I can do a different video with mine, and then they link to each other from the different video channels so people can see who they want with the commentary.
Right.
So we're going to test that and see how successful it is.
Oh, that's good. What type of tactics that you look down upon?
Smoke bomb in general, offense or defense, it's just too good. It just basically is the I suck at this game button. It's the button that people use to correct whatever mistake they just made. I also don't like people that stay on the rooftop the entire game. If you need an acrobatic bonus or your target is running up a wall, that's alright. But if you spend the entire game up on the rooftop instead of on the ground, that sucks all of the skill out of the game and slows it down to a snail's pace because nobody can kill you, and it's just not entertaining.
Right. I agree with you. What do you see as high-level gameplay or overall Assassin's Creed players?
Players that actually play using stealth tactics instead of running around spamming smoke bomb and mute and abusing rooftops. Good players will be paying attention to every player in their vicinity, whether they're a pursuer or not. And they know how to manipulate the camera around corners to watch pursuers. One of my favorite tricks to do is to be walking, and if I see my pursuer sneaking up behind me, I'll turn around a corner and then stop and manipulate my camera to see him running after me, and the red icon will pop up over his head even though it's not telling him he's in my sight line, which gives me a free lock, and then I pop up around the corner and slap him in the face, and he's not expecting such an offensive move from the target.
Right.
But some corners work a lot better than others. For instance, good luck trying that in those thin barricades in Souk, or however you pronounce it.
Mm-hmm.
So high-level play uses advanced tactics like corner stunning. Stun baiting I don't consider a high-level tactic. That's just another smoke tactic.
Yeah, and besides that, you could tell like they're just baiting you there.
Yeah, I've stopped trying to stun people that walk straight at my group, because they'll usually get a lure. But if they walk all the way up to me and they're not throwing the smoke yet, then I go for it. But if they're barely inside stun range, I don't, because that's just what they're planning for. But chances are, if they walk right up to my face, they're going for some guy behind me that looks like me, so I'm going for the stun before they realize. And I also don't consider smoke bomb poisoning high level at all.
I put a gas poisoning.
Yeah. But my alternative to that, which involves a lot more skill and requires a bit more timing to pull off, is getting a poison kill. And if your target is aware that they were poisoned but did not stun you immediately, you can get inside a hidden group, let your focus and possibly your stealth meter charge up if it wasn't already at incognito, and then intercept your own poison for more points. You could get a discrete poison for 400 points, or you could get that poison, jump in a hidden group, charge up to at least the silent, and then intercept it for silent, hidden focus, and get at least 700 or 800. Right. And that also gets the focus out of the way for variety.
Huh. So it sounds like a great tactic. I might use that someday.
Yeah, the Dragon Mark uses it a lot in his videos.
Well, this is it, guys. It has been an honor, ReptileAssassin.
Likewise.
You want to say the final goodbyes?
I think I'm good. I don't really have much else to say other than the things people have already heard me say.
Right. So I am Dr. KristianNox with ReptileAssassin. He might sneak up on you and give you some poison because, you know, he's a reptilian that way. And I'm a doctor, so I won't heal you. So, yeah. So you have a nice day, everybody.
If I don't kill you first, Christian.
Damn it!
Every other person, I think, in this game is using smoke bombs or something else like that to avoid getting killed, and I'm getting killed plenty, but I'm actually managing to make my kills good enough, again, without smoke bombs, and staying ahead. I'm going to go for an aggressive stun. I see someone going after me, so I'm going to run like hell. Alright, so bald guy's after me. I went ahead and went with it. I'm not going to get an incog this game, which is rare for me. Walking an unusual route to make sure anyone following me has to do that. And get a low point kill. That's one of Zero's favorite tricks too. I'm going to possibly bypass the 8,000 points I got last time I played on this map. As long as I can get 1 or 2 good kills, or even just 2 bad kills, I'll pass it. They're not going to find me down here. They never do. Oh, he's right there. And smoke bomb. Well, I almost got to 8,000, but that's still a very good score, especially considering I never tried to use smoke bomb or mute or any other kind of stalling device to do it. So that is how a professional plays deathmatch. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and if I get enough positive feedback, I'll do more. See you next time.